Good day, children. Welcome to the English class. I am Sime Sunish of Sacred Heart Girls Higher Secondary School, Talasheri. Now let's move on to our lesson. Today I am going to take a beautiful poem written by the Nightingale of India. Who is that? That's right. You are correct, children. It is Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India. Let's ponder into her life and know more about her. I am sure you are aware of the poet now. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you been to a forest? Not many. But you have been in nature, haven't you? Heard the sound of birds, animals, have seen many beautiful flowers. Do you have an unforgettable dream? Of course, all of us have dreams. Our great poet Sarojini Naidu too had a great dream. A dream of life, a vision for her motherland. Let's see the poem A Song of a Dream by Sarojini Naidu.
Song of a Dream by Sarojini Naidu. Once in the dream of a night I stood, lone in the light of a magical wood. Soul deep in visions that poppy-like sprang, and spirits of truth were the birds that sang, and spirits of love were the stars that glowed, and spirits of peace were the streams that flowed, in that magical wood, in the land of sleep. Lone in the light of that magical grove, I felt the stars of the spirits of love gather and gleam round my delicate youth, and I heard the songs of the spirits of truth. To quench my longing I bent me low by the streams of the spirits of peace that flow in that magical wood, in the land of sleep.
Children, did you understand this first stanza?
Once in the dream of a night I stood, lone in the light of a magical wood, soul deep in visions that poppy-like sprang, and spirits of truth were the birds that sang, and spirits of love were the stars that glowed, and spirits of peace were the streams that flowed, in that magical wood, in the land of sleep.
Is it clear? There are some words which you find difficult. So let us discuss those words. First one is lone. What is lone? Lone, alone, lonely, or taken. That is, what is happening here? The poet is dreaming. In her sleep, she is dreaming. And so, she is going to a dreamland where she is alone. That means there is no one with her. She is alone. Clear? The next word is magical wood. What are woods? A group of trees. So, she is in a dreamland. So, everything over there, poet feels as magical. That is why the term magical wood is used here. Next one, poppy. What is poppy? You have seen beautiful flowers all around you, haven't you? Rose, jasmine, lotus. But this flower has an importance. It is sedative. There are beautiful flowers of poppy which are red and yellow. And this flower is important here because when you smell this flower, you feel sleepy. It is sedative in nature. Okay, so that is the importance of poppy here, and it is a beautiful flower, and the way it sprouts out, it blooms, it's beautiful to see. Okay, maybe this blooming flower, just like the blooming flower, whatever visions the poet had in her mind is coming out through her dreamland. That may be in the poet's mind when she was writing this line. Another specialty of poppy is that the pod of the poppy, it explodes, it sprouts out. Maybe that too is there in poet's mind. So it can be compared to a flower's blooming nature or the poppy pods exploding, her feelings exploding out in her dreamland. Spirits of truth is the next word. What is that? When the poet arises in this dreamland, she is able to see the spirits of truth, angels of truth, singing beautifully just as the birds sing. Angels of truth is compared to the birds that sing. Is it clear, children? Now here, she is in a period before independence. So you can imagine the condition of India then. The poet feels for a land of truth. She is a follower of Mahatma Gandhi. So maybe that portion of truth comes from there. Spirits of truth. Spirits of love. Here love, angel of love, is being compared to 1,000 stars in the sky shining brightly. This may be the 1,000 people who are behind her, who are there in the struggle for freedom, who shine brightly for a free India. That may be there in poet's mind. Spirits of peace compared to a flowing river. So peaceful. Maybe she is in a land where there is lack of peace. Fights all around. Maybe her mind wishes for a land where there is peace, where there is love, where there is truth in the minds of the people, where the people are considered as one citizen. A land where truth, peace and love persist. A togetherness among the people of the country. Okay, so I hope you got the first stanza clearly. It is the poet is in a dreamland in her sleep and she wishes for a land of peace, truth and love. Is that clear, children? Now let us recite the stanza together, shall we?
Once in the dream of a night I stood, lone in the light of a magical wood, soul deep in visions that poppy-like sprang, and spirits of truth were the birds that sang. and spirits of love were the stars that glowed, and spirits of peace were the streams that flowed in that magical wood in the land of sleep.
You have gone through the first stanza of the poem, right? Okay, fine. Now it's question time. I'm going to ask you some questions based on the stanza. Are you ready? Fine. Here comes the first question. Have you ever been in a land of imagination in your dreams? Of course. So, just note it down in your English notebook and then send them to your teacher. Shall I move on to the second question? What are the spirits of truth compared to? That's right. It is compared to the birds that sing. What are the spirits of love compared to? That is correct. It is compared to the stars that glow. And what about spirits of peace? Spirit of peace is compared to a flowing river. Ready for the next question? Why are the spirits of truth as compared to the birds that sing? Yes, because to whichever place the birds fly, they spread a positive vibration. Okay, so maybe the poet feels that spirits of truth must be compared to a bird that sing because of the positive vibration. Clear, children? Here comes the last question. What are the soulful visions compared to? The poem is beautiful, isn't it? What makes the poem beautiful? You love to listen to a poem. You love reading a poem. What makes it beautiful? The rhyme, the rhythm, the tone in the poem makes it beautiful. Let's go through the poem and identify the devices. First one is rhyming words. I am sure all of you know to identify a rhyming word. What is the specialty of rhyming words? That's right. It has the same sound. The word which sounds the same are rhyming words. Can, man, bit, sit all come under rhyming words. Let us identify the rhyming words of the first stanza. What will be the rhyme scheme of that stanza? That's correct. A, B, B, C, C, D. Clear? Rhyming words, rhyme scheme, images. How many sense organs do you have? 5 sense organs. Which are they? Eyes for seeing, ears, hearing, nose, smelling, tongue, tasting, and skin for touch or feel. Right? Same way, we have 5 images. First one is visual image, which you are able to see when you are reading the line. Imagine a balloon. Are you able to see that? It may be of red color or blue color, a balloon in your mind. So that comes as visual images. Let's identify the visual images that come in the first stanza. Birds, river, stars, poppies. Okay? Next one is auditory image. Auditory, audio, radio, some connection, something which you can hear. When you're reading the line, which sound you are able to hear. For example, an engine. You are able to hear the sound of an engine. Rain, the sound of the rain falling. All these are auditory images. Let's see the auditory images in the first stanza. Singing birds, that's correct. Then next one, flowing streams. These are the two auditory images which come in the first stanza. Olfactory image, which is a sense of smell. Which line or which is that which brings you sense of smell in the first stanza? That's right, smell of poppy flowers. So that's the only olfactory image which comes in the first stanza. Now look at this line. Soul deep in visions that poppy-like sprang. Is the poet comparing? Yes, poet is comparing her visions to poppies. Is there any particular word which is used for this comparison? Yes, I can hear that. That's correct. Like. So here the poet compares visions to poppies by using a word like. So similar comparison using the words like or as termed as a simile. There are some other comparisons in the first stanza. Let us see it. The angel of truth is compared to the birds that sing. The angel of peace is compared to the flowing river. The angel of love is compared to the glowing stars. But are they compared with the words like or as? No, they are direct comparison. So such comparison comes in the category metaphor. Draw two columns, column A and column B. There are some examples given before you and you are supposed to write the similes in column A and metaphors in column B. Children, do you like tongue twisters? Here is one. This is a very common one. She sells seashells on the seashore. Can you repeat? She sells seashells on the seashore. Yes, that's one. Do you need another one? Okay. Before that, I am going to ask you a question. Which sounds are repeated? S and sh sounds are repeated. When such repetition comes, we call it alliteration. Repetition of consonant sound. Here is another one. Betty bought some butter, but the butter was bitter, so Betty bought some better butter to make the bitter butter better. Is any sound repeated here? Yes, the sound B is repeated. When same sound repeats in the same line, it is an example of alliteration. As in the first case, S, Sh, second case, B. Clear? Let's find out examples of alliteration in the first stanza. Yes, you are correct. Lone in the light. Is there any other? No. Hope you got an idea of the first stanza. Go through the poem and keep a picture in your mind. Now it's time for the assignment. First one, prepare a profile of Nightingale of India, Sarojini Naidu. Second one, write the answers to the questions discussed earlier and send them to your teacher. Hope to see you in the next class. Stay safe, stay home, take care, bye.